So Brian Tracy said his favorite word in leadership is clarity, and I tend to agree. I love that word in leadership. I want to have crystal clear standards, expectations, lead handling etiquette, communication, requirements. Make sure everything is dressed right, nice, clean, and organized. Make sure a salesperson knows exactly what's expected of them day in and day out. They know exactly where they're going, how to get there, and then empower them to drive the ship, right? Provide the team with crystal clear standards, performance. There can't be any gray area. Now, is it important to make sure that everyone on my sales team is held to the same standards and expectations? If one salesperson is above the law, so to speak, what happens? What do the other salespeople think? Well, why is that salesperson able to get away with this stuff? So it's important that whatever your standards, your roles, responsibilities, policy, procedures, benchmarks, performance, everyone is held to those benchmarks, those standards equally. Hire the right people. So who can give me an example of someone that they would deem to be a good sales hire? What type of person, what type of profession could they be coming from? Do we have some ideas? Wrestlers only. I have to admit, I'm a little biased towards wrestlers, right? When I see that on the resume, I'm like, that's a plus. Yeah, you got a plus on your side. He does have a point, though. Athletes. Why are athletes good candidates or good fits for sales? Competitiveness. They know what it's like to put in the effort to improve, to get better. Work ethic, right? They're used to following coaches' instructions, right? Game film. Yeah, spending the time watching game film. But yeah, athletes for sure. I had a lot of success hiring people from the fitness industry. People that used to run like Anytime Fitnesses, had their own gym that they ran, because it was a really good blend of some salesmanship, but also diehards about health and wellness. Let's just stop there for a second. Why is health and wellness paramount in this business, in sales? And why should that be taken almost more serious than anything else? Yeah, you sell proportionate to what? How you feel. When you feel good, you look good, you sell good. What happens to your confidence level when you're physically well? Does confidence increase when you're in shape? Plus, none of us want to be the richest person in the graveyard, right? What's interesting is you look at all the common ways people are dying now, cancer, heart disease. Those are all preventable diseases. Those don't just happen. You're trending that direction for years and years and years. And the problem is nobody takes a second to diagnose it.
Hold on, closers. Are you ready to stop losing deals to the same tired old objections?
At Grosso University, we've created this free closer's guide just for you, which is a proven step-by-step framework to overcome any objection in the home improvement industry.
This is the exact system used by top producers in the game, closing at over 70% plus, including record-breaking selling streaks such as 40 sales in a row. Inside, you'll learn how to get to the true emotional root origin of every objection, crush resistance with confidence, and close like an absolute professional. The best part is, this framework will teach you how to become a tenacious one-call closer without building any pressure whatsoever. Don't leave money on the table. Download your free closer's guide now and start turning objections into opportunities. As always at Grosso University, yes, you are a closer, and back to the video.
Why am I talking about this? So I actually had this whole program I'm working on building called The Rich Life with a friend of mine, Dr. Injun Chong. And it's all about health and wellness, because your health is your wealth. Wealth is meaningless if I'm not healthy. You can't take it with you, right? Now, when you hear the word rich, what's the first word that comes to mind? Money. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Money, right? Now, if you had all the money in the world, but you had broken relationships, you had no friends or family that were there for you, that cared about you, and your health was down in the dumps, is that a rich life? Some of the most miserable people I know are extremely wealthy. And their kids hate them, their wife left them, they're all alone. So what we define as a rich life is I have balance, I have fulfillment, wholesome relationships. Now look at your circle of friends, right? This is also something you preach to your salespeople. Look at your circle of friends. Who do you become? The average of what? Of your circle of friends, how many of those people are inspiring you? You could ask yourself that question. How many of your friends inspire you? If there's no one in your circle of friends that inspire you, guess what you need? A new circle, right? You need a new circle of friends. So R stands for relationships. I stands for inspiration. C stands for contribution. Now, even if you make all the money in the world, if you're selfish and you don't do anything to give back, are you gonna have a fulfilling life? So I think human beings just by nature get more fulfillment off of giving, off of sharing the love, right? So contribution, and then of course the H is health, and that's really the foundational pillar that everything else is on. So now if I want, again, my salespeople to take this seriously, I need to do it. What's always amazing, I give my dad a hard time about this all the time, you'll spend $1,500 in 2 seconds to get a new set of tires or wheels for your damn truck, but you won't spend $100 to take a freaking test to see if there's anything underlying issues on a cellular level with your body, right? I don't want to spend $100 on a test, but it's also fear of the unknown, right? I don't want to know. But what's interesting is just with small lifestyle changes, you can still have your fun, you can still party, you can still do the things you like to do, but when you have the information on your health and wellness, making small little changes, you don't have to worry about all the common ailments that are going on in the world. You don't have to worry about getting sick. Why do people get sick? Thoughts, traumas, and toxins. The 3 T's. Obviously stress. Is this a stressful industry? How are you managing your stress? On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your stress level? What are the thoughts going on in your head, right? Every thought you have releases a chemical that literally changes your entire physiology. Every thought you have releases a chemical. Who knew that? So it's something to keep in mind. This is why when we get hit with negative news, we all of a sudden feel our entire body and our stomach like, oh my God, what just happened, right? But it has to be a priority, right? So again, these are the things that will inspire your team to better themselves if they see leadership doing the same thing, right? Investing in themselves. Motivate, empower, and inspire, set and achieve sales goals. But you guys, this is why I asked about the core values. Why are core values essential? And these are just some examples. I know you got your list of your 12 principles here. Why are core values important? Now, this is something to take very seriously. This is not something to take lightly. If there's a certain culture that I'm trying to build and I have absolutely no core values, what's gonna happen? You're never gonna get there. So what the best companies in the world have is a concrete set of core values that they literally would die on that hill for. And any person they bring into their company, whether it be sales, marketing, production, operations, they have to be compatible with those core values. That is the filter in which they use to hire and fire. Best way to lose good employees is tolerate bad ones. So what are your core values? Do you know your core values? Do you believe in them? Does your whole team know what your core values are? Do they believe in them? Is that strictly and strongly enforced from the second they come into your office, throughout the entire onboarding and training experience, and of course, even afterwards? Is it part of the culture of our team? So if there's anything there that you can improve upon, definitely it's worth the time investment. Let's say you took out a notepad and you bullet point listed every single thing you do all day long, and then you only highlighted those activities that directly improve the performance and results of my team. How many things would be highlighted, right? So over time, in order to maximize my influence as an effective leader, I want to make sure I'm spending more of my time. Now, of course, some things are inevitable. There's some things you have to be involved in, right? But I want to spend more of my time actively involved in things that directly increase and improve the performance of my team. So this is what a great quote: your tolerance of poor performance sets the standard in your team, your organization.